Hello everyone, welcome to the vocabulary lesson on Master Yourself. This is your word list number 5. Abruptly. This means suddenly and unexpectedly in an unpleasant way. For example, the conversation ended abruptly. Gentle. This word has multiple meanings and it can be used in different ways. In one definition, gentle means calm and kind, and doing things quietly and carefully. For example, she spoke in a gentle voice. Another definition is having a small effect that is not strong or violent. For example, she gave me a gentle reminder. The last definition is not strong or extreme. For example, there was a gentle breeze this morning. Startled. It is the act that made somebody surprised suddenly, with a slight shock or fright. For example, she startled by a knock on the window. This means showing that you do not think you are important as other people. For example, I would say Anne was humble every time. Apology. An apology is a way of saying sorry verbally for doing something wrong or causing a problem. For example, I owe him an apology for not being there on time. Address. The details of a place where we live or work. And letters could be sent through by using these details. For example, we could ask, "What's your home address?" An address can also be defined as a formal speech made in front of an audience. For example, we could say, "When will the president address the nation?" Finally, an address can also be referred to a series of words and symbols that tells you where you can find something using the internet. As examples, I would say, "What is the website address of your organization?" And as the next example, I would ask, "What is your father's email address?" Bored. This is the act of moving your head or the top part of your body forwards and downwards as a sign of showing respect. For example, we could say, "They bowed to the queen." Ease. Ease means there is no difficulty or lack of difficulty. For example, this software is popular for its ease of use. Effortless. This means that the task you perform requires little effort or no effort. For example, I would say, "The virtual process seemed effortless." Grace. In one meaning, grace is a polite, acceptable, and pleasant behavior. For example, she accepted the award with grace. Grace can also be defined as the kindness that is shown by God. For example, by the grace of God, we escaped from the earthquake. Turned. It means moved around to a different position. For example, I turned left and walked on a narrow street. It also means that somebody or something was moved in a different position. For example, we turned the chairs to face the teacher. Sight. Sight is the ability to see. For example, my grandmother had a good eyesight during her 80s. Clear. Clear can be defined as easy to understand or that something is obvious and there is no doubt. For example, I would say, "The instructions were clear." Clear can also be used to refer that something is easy to see or hear. As examples, I would say, "The photo was very clear" and "her voice was very clear." Brows. Brows are the hairy parts above the eyes. For example, she raised her eyebrows in excitement. Strength. This word can be used in multiple forms. Strength can be referred to the quality of being physically strong. For example, he did not have enough strength to stand up. In another meaning, it is the quality of being brave and determined when the situation is difficult. For example, she has a great inner strength. Strength can also be defined as the power and influence somebody has. For example, his love and affection gave me strength. Hopes. Hopes are the things that you wish for. For example, they have a lot of hopes for their children. Preposterous. Preposterous can be defined as completely unreasonable in a shocking or annoying way. I'll give you 2 examples so that you could understand how this word can be used. One example is, the idea was preposterous. The other example is, the way she was accused is preposterous. Fellow. It is a way of referring to a man or a boy. For example, he is a nice fellow. Also, a senior member of a college or a university can be called as a fellow. For example, a fellow of Harvard University. Furthermore, a person that you work with can also be called as a fellow. For example, I went on a trip with my fellow students. Imagine. This means to form a picture in your mind of what something might be like. For example, I can't imagine that he gave an angry look. Here, this can be defined as a person who has the legal right to receive somebody's property, money or title when that person dies. For example, we could say, she is the heir to the throne. This concludes the word list 5 and I hope you learned something from this video. Please give me a thumb up if you like my video. Do not forget to subscribe my channel if you find these videos helpful and interesting. If you like to receive notifications about my new videos, please click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Have a good day.